according to a study by Apptopia, over 96% of users abandon health and fitness apps, including popular diet tracking apps, within just 3 months. Duolingo, the language app, retains just 5% of users beyond the third month of language learning. And for meditation apps like Headspace and Calm, only 5% of users continue the app after just the first week. I bet there's been a time in your life when you've downloaded an app, maybe you want to start meditating, learn a new language, or kick off a new diet. At the beginning, you were pretty consistent. You might have stuck with it for a few days, weeks, or even months. Then, at some point, you missed a day. Maybe you even got back on track the next day due to your iron willpower. You kept going for a while, but then you missed another day. This time, however, you didn't get back on track the next day. You missed it again and again. Before you knew it, months had gone by. Eventually, you get a notification on your phone. You haven't used this app in 6 months. Would you like to delete it to free up some space? And just like that, the well-intentioned habit fades away into the background, never to be seen again. But why didn't you stick with it? Maybe you blamed it on a lack of discipline. Maybe you thought you weren't motivated enough. Or perhaps you decided it just wasn't for you. But here's the thing. Those aren't the real reasons. I know the real reason, and it comes down to 3 key factors: accountability, loss aversion, and the simple fact that meaningful progress in anything worthwhile is slow. It takes time. First, let's talk about loss aversion. If you downloaded a free app, whether it's for meditation, language, or dieting, there's no real consequence to not following through. You didn't sacrifice anything to get it, so the psychological pain of not using it doesn't even register. Now, compare that to spending £1,000 on a 3-day meditation retreat, paying £1,000 up front for a year of language classes so you can speak Thai with your girlfriend's mum. It's a personal one there. Or imagine paying a couple £100 a month to hire a nutrition coach. In these scenarios, you'll be infinitely more likely to follow through with your initial intentions because not doing so would be painful. Nobody wants to waste money. So when you have a big financial commitment, you're far more likely to see it through. Personally, I recently joined an eye-wateringly expensive business mentorship program that, quite frankly, I probably couldn't afford. But you better believe I've been through the course 3 times. I've followed every single action point, even the most minor recommendations, because not doing so after spending all that money would feel like a huge loss. The takeaway, if you want to follow through with something, make sure you have financial skin in the game. Next, accountability. One of the main reasons you didn't stick with that free app or program is that you had no accountability. When you missed that first day, maybe you were disciplined enough to get back on track, but that won't always be the case. There will be times when you miss a day and the motivation to pick it back up just isn't there. That's where external accountability comes in. It's incredibly powerful because of social desirability bias. We don't want to disappoint someone we've hired to help us. If your coach or language teacher recommends that you do something, you don't want to show up the next week and say, sorry, I didn't do it. You want to be able to say, I did it and I'm one step closer to my goal. Having someone else to hold you accountable also provides the added benefit of expert support. Whether it's a nutrition coach, meditation guru, or language teacher, they're likely much better equipped than you to understand and overcome any challenges you face. So not only does accountability help with motivation, but it also gives you access to someone who can guide you through the obstacles because, trust me, there will be plenty. And finally, slow progress. Whether you're learning a language, meditating, or working towards your dream physique, you're not going to see massive results in a week or 2. Meaningful progress is slow, and without financial buy-in or external accountability, the chances of sticking with something long enough to see the progress are slim. It's why nobody becomes fluent from a free language app, no one reaches enlightenment from a meditation app, or achieves their dream body by following a PDF they found online. It's not all doom and gloom though. Now that we've identified the problems, the good news is that the solutions are simple. For accountability, hire someone to help you. For loss aversion, make sure you have financial buy-in. This often goes hand in hand with hiring a coach or tutor or whoever is going to help you achieve your goal. So you're killing 2 birds with 1 stone with that one. And in turn, that takes care of the third point. The buy-in and accountability helps you stick with things for long enough to see the results you've been working so hard towards. If you found that helpful, you should take my Nutrition Insight quiz. You know that you would look better, feel better, and have more energy if you ate a little better. So why not spend a couple minutes identifying your dietary strengths, weaknesses, and action points?